Why, hello there. Who's a singer, newest member of the Grace family, and I have decided to step out from behind my cats. This channel used to be about cat shorts. Before that, it was just my personal channel that I didn't do anything with. But I'm a filmmaker. I'm a writer-director. I've got a film that I'm actively fundraising for. I have a podcast that I am actively planning to relaunch as not just audio, but video. And in that planning, I discovered something. I was going to switch platforms because I was with Simplecast. When you have a podcast, you have a host that then distributes to all of the places you listen to. I noticed that Riverside, which is the platform I use to record my podcast, they started hosting in November. So I started researching that, and then I realized I'm going to lose all of my analytics. I'm going to have to download CSV files, which are pretty ugly, and they're just numbers, and they're not even a good-looking database. And the analytics start over again when you join your new host. So you're starting from zero. And I was like, guys, there's got to be a way to maybe build an app or build something for myself where I can maybe upload my CSV files, and then I'll have my data there. And then I started even doing more of a deep dive. And I used to have Chartable, which I loved, but rest in peace. Spotify bought it and then took it away from all of us. So although I don't use AI for my filmmaking and my writing, I'm all for using the tool if it's going to help me code something, because that's what it's based in, right? It's based in technology and helping people. And I'm one person and I had an idea. And so I put it in and I got to build a demo. And I'm going to make this smaller because I'm about to bring up something. I realized there was a gap in the market. You know, there's all these videos of people going, oh, it's really easy to move hosting platforms. Just make sure you download your CSV files, but, you know, your analytics will start over again on your new site, and then just keep those in a folder. You know, the thing is that our analytics as a podcaster are super important, right? They're the thing that makes... Our analytics are super important as podcasters, right? Because it's how we get sponsors, right? We get to show them our numbers. I don't have numbers big enough to get a sponsor just yet, but I will. And I want to make sure that I have a handle on my historic data and the data that I've got coming in from Riverside eventually, and I can put them together and show them to whoever the sponsor is. So I'm not like waiting longer to be able to show them numbers. So I decided to do something about it. What I'm about to show you is the app I just built. It took me 3 weeks. It's pretty robust and I'm super proud of it. It's meant to be a platform-agnostic, universal podcast analytics aggregator. So you'll never have to worry about moving again with this system. If you've moved several times and you have all of those CSV files, this platform will be able to handle that. And then you'll get to see your numbers again and in cool charts. And I've also got insight charts that help you look at your numbers and give you advice in AI analytics as well. Some of those are available on the free tier. This took me 3 weeks to build using Cloud Code and a program that is super, super awesome, an app called Automaker. It broke it down, like 150 features. And I went through and built them one at a time and watched this website come to life. So right now I have it loaded in without my analytics because I wanted to show you how easy it is to load in the CSV files and see the numbers jump. It is also, OP3 is a open source podcast analytics, like an independent tracking project. You put their prefix into your RSS feed, and when you move from one platform to the other, you can get consistency. On the free plan, you can have up to 2 podcasts. I cleared all of my data so I could show you what it's like when you load CSV files. This is set up so that when you join, say you were with Libsyn or Captivate and you have your CSV files, the first person that uploads them, they get sent to my backend admin. I've got this big, robust admin dashboard to help me manage this as one little person. I can then take 2 to 3 days to take your analytics from whichever new platform it is and code Podlytic and put them in the right charts. So you can do up to 20, but I do 12 at a time. Take them in here and I put them in, and then you go upload more files. You click Simplecast. Now, while I'm doing this, say you had a podcast that moved twice and you have 2 different platforms, CSV files. That is fine. You can finish your upload with your Simplecast ones and then start your Transistor ones. You do not need to rename any of these files that you are uploading. I have coded this from a user perspective. It'll recognize duplicate files, but if you make a mistake, you can do a start over and then, upload your files. But here you see it's uploaded 168 analytics records, and we go up to the dashboard and it reads the numbers here. You can have your top episodes, and it has your downloads and the publishing date. Got this map, and then the listening platforms, and it's also got pop-ups so you can see what they are. And then you've got your heat map for what day of the week people are listening. And then you get into insights, and it will show you insights into your episodes. And this is part of the free plan. So you get more analytics on this platform than your normal platform. This is a download forecaster. There's AI insights for your podcast. And then actionable insights is done through Podlytic, actually analyzing all of your data that came in, and then it'll give you insights based on your own data. This one is part of the free as well. And then we have an episode tracker. So all your episodes will come here with their publishing date, and you can go in here and you can add whether it's a guest, a panel, a special, it's a solo, and then you can give it a season number, an episode number, description, your tags, your show notes. You can mark it as a featured episode, and you can save the changes, and that'll all populate in here. If you have a video podcast, you can connect your YouTube as well. There's a creative studio. I'm building a thumbnail builder, and what'll be cool is eventually I'm going to wire this to your own analytics with your YouTube and your podcast, and you'll be able to look at your analytics in relation to whether that thumbnail was working. We are also going to be doing sponsor decks. And then in social media, I also plan to add reels and audiograms and all kinds of other things for social media. Have an episode artwork builder as well. This is part of the free as well. It's a comparison chart, and you can put in different weeks and year of year. If you do month of month, and it'll show you this month, and it gives you little key insights down here. Here's your settings where you can change your password. You can enable 2-factor. You can add a team member. So if you have a podcast that's got 2 hosts, or a podcast that you have a producer or an editor and you need to add them, you can do that. On the free account, you can have 2 podcasts. You can upload up to 6 years of your history, your CSV files, and you can add 1 team member. It goes up from there. So that's it. This is my new podcaster-centric platform that I built, and eventually what I'm going to be building is a way to combine your old with your ongoing analytics so that you have a dashboard that has a unified full picture of where your analytics actually are, and then those can be fed into the sponsor deck, and it can be a sponsor-specific branded sponsor deck that you're going to be sending out. You can join this whether you've moved platforms or not. It's pretty robust, as you see. This was just an overview to introduce you to what I have been doing for the past 3 weeks. This is part of the plan. I'm going to get this platform going. It's going to make me sustainable, and the revenue is going to go towards getting the film made. The genesis of making this was about me solving a problem with my own podcast, Blissful Spinster, that is a companion piece to Alone Girl, my movie. So Podlytic is part of my stack on getting Alone Girl made. So if you are excited to see and learn how a filmmaker thinking outside the box gets their film made, and also come in and get tips and tricks that I have used my whole career or have learned along the way, I am a very open book, and we'll talk about all of that stuff too. You think this is going to be a cool journey to get on? Please like, please subscribe. Please go link to the video over here and check out the rest of my journey.